Hey Jim, Jess Frank. Thanks for sending in your video for a lesson review. You did take a swing with your just a practice swing, and so practice swings are a little bit like your real swing, but when the ball gets in front of it, usually your swing will change a little bit, the dynamic of your swing. But I'll do it based on what I saw on your and what you're telling me that what's going on, because it kind of was a good representation of what was going on. You were telling me you're slicing and pulling and just hitting weaker shots, and your goal is to break 90. So one of the first things that I saw is that your hands at address are too far back. And so when your hands are at address are too far back towards your right leg, what happens is that causes a leftward path. So one of the ways to get out of that is got to get your hands a little bit more forward at address. So that will help. That's the first thing. The grip was hard for me to see, but if you look at your grip, what you want to do is you want to take that snuff box and make sure the grip is in the fingers of your left hand and the snuff box is over to the right side of the grip, and then your right hand's from the side. So that's super important too for grip. So those are the first two things: handle forward, grip, making sure that's right. Um, Now every golf club, including your driver, has what's called a built-in draw. There's offset from the shaft to the face, and there's some super game improvement clubs. It's a little less on the driver, so you just have to be very careful about how you swing the driver, which is what I saw you swinging. So one of the things that I saw the slice, and again, having the handle back is causing you not to turn properly and shift. So you get a little bit of shift to the right, and then a lift, and then basically you're coming over the top of the ball. So what I want to do with you is, number one, work on more of a centered pivot. So what that's going to feel like is that your left shoulder is going to go down. Okay. So now you can see that my pivot, I'm not swaying to my right foot and then coming back to my left. So we're going to work on a centered pivot. That's number one. You're going to feel like your left shoulder is going down. So, and then from there, what you're going to do is that if I held the shaft over underneath my right shoulder, is what we want to do is we want to get you swinging the club back underneath the shaft. Okay. So what happens is that your club is coming out over the top of it. And so when it comes out over the top of it, the club swings too much to the left, and you have too much of what it looks like when I'll do it towards the camera. You're almost kind of turning your whole body. Okay. So that's where you're losing a lot of your power and a lot of your energy. So what we want to do is, when you swing, is that, again, kind of weight forward, handle forward, left shoulder down, and as you come through, we're going to feel like there's an extension of our body. Okay. So you can see is that I have a right side bend, a right tilt here. My arms are straighter, and I haven't tried to turn my body over. So that's going to feel a little bit awkward, but it's going to help you. Is that when you hit the shot, it's going to feel that you're going to go left shoulder down. And you can see is that I haven't gone around myself. So that's super important. What that's going to do, is going to make sure that you have a rightward path. So your path is definitely going to go to the right, okay, which helps you hit a draw. And that's very important that you know that. So the path to the right will help you hit a draw. Now the grip is super important because that will control the face, especially with the driver. So if you have a rightward path and the face is a little bit inside that path as it comes down, that ball should draw every time. So basically, if you work on those couple things, one is setup, handle a little more forward instead of back, weight a little more forward, left shoulder down more, and then you're going to feel like you're going to hit shots without making a big follow through. So you can see as I swing through, I haven't gone over the top of it. And that's why you're hitting slices, because your path is too far to the left, too far over the shaft. So remember, here's the shaft. You could even just practice swinging underneath that shaft. This is actually a really good drill because it keeps your back to the target. And you can do that, and that will help you a lot. So try that, see how it goes, and let me know. Thank you.